I come to set every day with a smile on my face because we're making Captain America. And being handed the shield, it just means a lot to me. It's personal.
He has made that decision to become unabashedly Captain America.
What's going on, guys? Appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode of the Morey Show. Today we will be reviewing Captain America Brave New World with spoilers, talking about it. We're going to give our official rating. I think almost all of us watched it twice. So we're going to get to it. So grab your popcorn and let's start the show. We're going to talk about this movie, give our official rating this time with our spoilers involved. But we're going to start first. We're going to see what our rating is. It the same? And now we're going to give our new updated official rating after watching it a second time. Now, Reese, you had some time to think about it. Last time you said a 9.1, right?
Yeah.
After watching 2 times, where you put your rating for right now?
I'm gonna say 9.5. I'm gonna go up.
9.5.
9.5.
You went up.
Went up.
Why?
Several reasons. At first, it closed off a lot of loose ends from different movies that left holes in it. We got our answers for Timu sticking out the ocean. Finally got the conclusion to that.
Oh, TMI.
TMI. You know, TMI Island. We got a conclusion for that. You know. Finally brought in the Man. That was missing for a while. Now it's brought in. Cold loose end with Dr. Stern from Incredible Hulk. Cause we seen the last little drop on his head. We ain't seen him since then.
Yeah.
Brought him back.
17 years.
Closed it in, you know. The general character, the story mode, the story as far as like just develop a sound and also his sidekick Falcon, the new Falcon, that. You know, he was low key raw. He was, you know, it's a big difference, big progress, big jump from the TV show from Winter Soldier. So
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Forrest. I think your original rating was a 9.5, right?
I think it was about a 9.5 the first time. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, this time I'm actually gonna go lower. I'm gonna give it about an 8.5.
8.5. Oh, you dropped.
I think like the movie overall was still good, but I feel like it was good because I feel like they did accomplish their goal of making us believe that Captain America was worthy, or Sam Wilson was worthy of being Captain America. Like the storyline was on point and it was in line with what they would do originally with Steve Rogers. But I'm gonna lower it because like after watching it the second time, I'm gonna say I do feel like they should have included Red Hulk a lot more. I only say that because in the trailer, that's who they marketed the whole time. So if you're gonna market him in a trailer like that, he's got to be like the main antagonist. Versus, he ended up not being the main antagonist and ended up being Dr. Stern's. So I feel like Red Hulk definitely could have made a few more appearances other than the last about 10 minutes. Maybe he should have been more so in the middle. And, you know, had a bit more scenes with Sam Wilson.
I can agree with that, especially that Hulk. I mentioned that in the previous video. Remember, at the end, I was like, man, they got him a lot in the advertisement. I didn't want to put a spoiler in it, but I think they say he's only in there for like 6 or 7 minutes.
more than that.
Might be lower than that.
Might have been.
I think about 5.
Lower than that.
So when I first watched it, I said a 9. Then a little bit after I got, I got to the house, I said an 8.5. Now time has passed, and seeing it again. I'm gonna stick with 8.5. I'm gonna stick with 8.5 because it still was a good movie for me. I thought it was enjoyable. I enjoyed it from beginning to end. Story-wise, it did achieve keeping it a grounded story. Wasn't anything with the multiverse. Didn't even have any other Avengers involved. Any other super soldiers? No other super soldiers in it.
Bucky was in it.
Spoiler, Bucky was in it for a few
Bucky
minutes.
was in it,
But he wasn't active
impact.
or anything. So, like, it was really... Isaiah Bradley was in it.
Yeah.
Oh, he did work. Isaiah worked at the beginning of the movie. Oh, he put in work. Yeah, he worked. So they kept it real grounded. And I really, truly believe when I finished watching it, I want to say to myself, like, I think he earned Captain America in my eyes. I think it achieved that goal. Now, there was some things about the movie that I dropped it after I had a little time to end on it. And it was the big fight scene at the end. I want to know, how do y'all feel about it? It was fun. It was cool, but it was a little crazy in it. So I want to. I guess I'll start with you, Forrest, because like you said, you felt like Red Hulk should have been a little more in the movie. So let's get to that part. He hulks out right outside of the White House. Like, take us through it. Where you think Red Hulk should have fit in a little more or prior to it, and how you felt about that whole scene put together. So, kind of tell me what you think about that point moment.
I just feel like the scene, like, it wasn't like that 2008 Hulk. Like, it wasn't like dark enough. Like, they need to, like, well, Marvel has kind of made Hulk a little softer in my opinion, and I just feel like they should have had more savagery with the Hulk. Like, he should have been definitely a more scarier type of person. Like, a lot of people, like, a lot of the humans who witnessed, like, him turn into Red Hulk, like, were more like standing there, like, versus, like, if you would have really seen the Hulk, you would have been gone, like, immediately.
Absolutely.
And also, like, I feel like the fight itself, I really wasn't too mad at it. It definitely aligned with, like, the fight aligned with how Captain America, like, when he fought, and Winter Soldier, when he fought Bucky, like, they wanted to just show, like, the similarities, and, like, he didn't want to fight him at the end. He wanted to basically talk him down, basically how Steve Rogers did with Bucky and Winter Soldier. He talked him down and told him he didn't want to fight him. And I think they kind of did the same thing in this movie. Like, he really wanted to talk down the general and let him know that he was a good guy, and I think they accomplished that goal. Definitely wanted to see a little more, like, of Hulk's ability, but that might come in the future, so I can't be too mad.
Yeah, I agree with you. On that. I'm going to get to that part where you said about being a little more darker with Hulk. And that is something where my big issue is in that part of it. But, Zay, take us through that scene, man. How do you feel about it?
All right, so I'm a bit biased. I'm more towards, similar to what Forrest said, the darker side. I like a lot of action. I want to start. I feel like the fight scene should have been more towards the middle of the movie to kind of give some development on how we're going to fight a Red Hulk, right? So I like to think of it. Okay, we're fighting a Hulk, right? This is not just like a run-of-the-mill like villain. This is a Hulk that we're fighting. So it should have been a lot more graphic. I do agree with Forrest. Like, MCU has definitely, like, started to gear towards a more lax and softer violence-wise and gore-wise than how they used to. Which is okay, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's a Hulk. At the end of the day. And I do want to piggyback on, like, I wanted to see more abilities. Well, this Red Hulk is like a heat-based, so, like, we should have seen, like, melting through buildings, melting through structures. Like, it should have been, and because he didn't have the serum, and I gotta touch on this, like, the fight should have been almost unbearable.
Spoiler, no serum.
No serum.
Just a fancy suit.
I understand the Wakanda tech on his suit, but, like, the sheer abilities of the Hulk, it should have been unbearable to fight him without the serum. Should have been unbearable. Shouldn't have been close either. But yeah, that's my take on that.
I'm going to agree with y'all. And that's one of the main reasons why I kind of knocked it down a little bit. Now, for me, rewatch value for Captain America Brave New World is really high because the story does not center around the big fight scene. It's just a part of the play in the movie, which is perfectly fine for me. But because he had such a short amount of screen time, and if you guys go back and watch my video, when I talk about this bucket, I say that. because in my mind, I said, he got a lot of screen time for such a short showing of it. I would have given this a solid 9 if he had more screen time as the Red Hulk. I personally think the best way to have made it work was a horror style thing for Red Hulk. I wanted to see like Sam Wilson trying to fly into like an abandoned bunker, and it's like pitch black, and then you just see a red eyes, some steam smoking come across it. You know, he hit the wall. You know, he touched
across through the wall, open the bunker, something crazy.
Beginning of Incredible Hulk when they're going through the factory.
Yeah. I needed dark. I needed fear factor.
Carnage.
I wanted it to look like. I wanted Sam to be like
on his feet.
Like,
but then he got pressure.
Like I wanted that from. I think if they would have gave me more of that element. And now I will agree to the movie part because you said you wish they had a second fight in between to show how to beat the Hulk. Yeah. I will give credit to Sam Wilson because he did think on the fly when he was fighting the Red Hulk. I would have liked it for him to think on the fly while in an abandoned bunker. I'm talking about like have it dark, a little wet scene. You know what I'm saying? How y'all, them horror movies like a zombie finna come across it or a vampire.
They could have had it on the boat, on the ship.
Remember I said that last time.
Closed in, and it could be dark areas on the ship, especially at the bottom. General Rock went down to the bottom of the ship and turned out it been dark down there. Especially going through the ship, they're gonna turn the power out. Yeah. They're gonna be scared because now you in water.
Because like he said, if you see the Hulk in real life,
you're not finna.
You scared.
You're not finna stick around. Yeah, you're not.
You hell.
You got to get up out of there. You got to be more careful.
You gotta focus on holding all your bowel movements. You see a real Hulk. That has always been my issue with Hulk because Hulk got held in Infinity War. Man, they gotta have like that fear factor to the Hulk, and I wish they would have gave maybe 2 or 3 minutes where Sam is trying to figure out to get through this bunker, and he has the genius idea of maybe let me try to collapse it on him to slow him down. And, he finds his way, finagles his way through it. But it showed, like, the Hulk, I wanted some rated R type. You know what I'm saying? Like a rated R horror type scene.
A rated R version of the movie.
I knocked the whole point off of it. Did I say 9.5 or 9? I knocked a half a point off. Or if I said 9.5, I knocked the whole point off because I thought that element was missing. Like real life, again, if you see a Hulk in real life, you are terrified.
I would say relating to the Red Hulk, he should probably put like the fear of the devil because of the fire. Like this setting everything on fire, touching everything.
Some extras type one.
You be running like Hellboy. You see him like, oh, this Hellboy right here. Yeah, you be moving. Like it was carnage. Like, they should have put more aggression to him in that fight, especially when he broke out at the announcement, right?
Yeah.
Should have more carnage there. I mean, they kind of brushed a little bit, but I think they should have been he should have been more vicious. Like, you're angry. You ain't thinking. You just tearing through everything. You tearing people. You burning them up. You should have burned some people.
People haven't died in that movie.
He shouldn't like
I want y'all to go back and look at that. I don't think anybody died in the movie.
Nah.
He did knock the plane out. Remember
all automatic. All the drone planes.
Those were drone planes?
That's why he's throwing planes.
I missed that part.
He should have been. He was grabbing people. He should have been melting people. That's why he should have been melting and burning because he fired.
Oh man.
They drone. That's why he's throwing on willy dilly. Ain't nobody like, ain't nobody jump out the plane.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't think about that. Now, with that being said, let's talk about vibranium in this movie. If y'all remember in the spoiler free, we said shout out to vibranium. Because vibranium came through for the day, and we're gonna show Captain America. Put Captain America there. We go. We're gonna talk about how vibranium saved the day. So Sam uses vibranium to survive his battle against the Hulk. If y'all had to give a review, have y'all had to give a yes or no to it, did he technically beat the Red Hulk?
No.
I'm gonna say no.
I gotta say no.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. He did not beat the Red Hulk in this film, which I thought was a good way to go about it. He slowed him down, he held him off, and then he did the Natasha Romanoff.
Sun's getting real low.
Did that scene.
I mean,
Which was kind of shaky in my opinion. I get it. They pulled on the psychology part of Sam and how he was a
Counselor.
He was a counselor. So again, I thought that was great. Don't get me wrong. I thought that was great. But how they use vibranium to effectively justify him not using the serum, I think they did a good job with it. I still think he needs a serum. But in the film, Sam uses his vibranium that he has on his wings to protect himself. And he was actually able to pierce the flesh of Red Hulk.
I mean, you can say he lost. I would say it's a draw.
Not even say he lost. He didn't lose that.
I'll say it's a draw at the most, but at the same time, Sam wasn't trying to hurt or kill the Hulk.
Yeah, he wasn't.
I feel like he was trying to go lethal-wise. I think he could have came out.
Yeah, he could have sliced him
Like
up.
he cutting cars and everything else. He cut the Hulk. He can cut an arm off. Go for the head too. Like he ain't Thor.
Like you said, for us
You
about
ain't
that
Thor.
Winter Soldier
Go
thing.
for the head.
Yeah.
Go for the head.
Because Sam was holding on like a boxer, trying to wait till the end of the round.
Definitely was holding on.
Time out.
When he went in that shield,
Yeah. He was on his last leg. He was on his last
and
leg.
Hulk just, he just working.
Especially as a new Hulk, like he's not experienced
He
Hulk.
working.
I think Sam could have won with Vibranium if he intended on putting damage to the Hulk.
Man, they really show Vibranium being extremely powerful because when he shoots one of the wing blades at him, it stuck. Like it showed like it went in a little bit of a distance.
Pierce. Yeah.
Like he hit him with it, and it hurt him. Like he was hurt by it. Now Hulk has the ability to recover, which is great, but they gave Vibranium a power, which I respect. I'm glad that they did it, but Hulk might have. I think I remember the count. I think Hulk punched him when he was in that shield about 25, it was about 30 plus times.
Probably 20 pieces.
He was wearing them out.
Yeah.
I ain't know if Sam had enough. I said, man, what they gonna do? They gonna have. I thought Bucky was gonna come in and pull Red Hulk off. Might pull
Get
him
a skill
off.
off in him. Yeah.
Get back up. Let him get back up.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Let him get back up, man. I thought that was gonna happen, but that vibranium did not fold. Did not falter. And if y'all noticed that in the movie when he was punching the vibranium so hard that he was digging into the road. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, he was
You
pushing
remember?
him down the road,
He was
yeah.
pushing him down, but it did not shake, did not wilter. I'm really happy that they did that because I do feel like sometimes in Marvel movies they undercut Black Panther a little bit and they kind of reduced him down from being as smart as he could be, and then how influential and powerful the technology that they have is. Really smart and intelligent characters, and I kind of felt like that they didn't do a great job with showing the intelligence level of Black Panther. So I'm really good with that because Vibranium definitely 100% saved the day.
He did.
But he did not beat the Red Hulk, which I'm okay with. He just did enough to hold him off. He did enough to hold him off.
You gotta think, he stood back up and was about to clock back in until the cherry blossom.
It was up.
He calmed down. The whole objective
It was
was
up.
trying to get him turned ready. I think after winning that one.
Yeah, Sam on the ropes, boy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he really did.
You on the road, man. The referee count out.